Hi, everybody. So excited. Thank you for joining us on gsLive. Love having these opportunities to talk with all of you. I am Diane Nelson. I'm the CEO for Eastern Iowa and Western Illinois, and I'm just really excited to have the opportunity to jump on today and tell you some really exciting things that are going to happen in this gsLive webinar. So first of all, our agenda. We're going to have a courage, confidence, and campfire conversation with two amazing longtime volunteers who've been so supportive of Girl Scouts, Tanya Price and Michelle Vanderhorn. They're going to jump on and tell us lots of stories, so you'll be very excited to hear from them. Also, we're going to have a conversation about the Girl Advisory Committee. Holly, who works on our team, as well as Ella. Ella is also one of our Girl Board members, and she's on the Girl Advisory Committee. Very powerful young lady that's been very supportive. And Holly Bark is, she leads all of our programs at GSEIWI. And our fearless leader, Michaela, who keeps running all of our meetings and does an amazing job. She is just going to give us our council updates as we wrap everything up. So again, I just want to say thank you all very much for being here. I think Rachel is also going to be talking, who's running our camp. So I think she'll be jumping on as well. So with that, I just want to say thank you all for everything you do for Girl Scouts. We appreciate you. It's been a tough year, but it seems like we're pulling together and doing everything we can to support our girls. So with that, I think I'm turning it over to Michaela.
Thanks, Diane. All right, so our next slide is going to go into courage, confidence, and campfires. But before we welcome Tanya and Michelle, I am going to welcome Rachel to give us a few updates. Rachel, you can go ahead and come on.
Wonderful. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Oh, so excited to be here. So just wanted to give you a couple updates about the camp world for Girl Scouts of Eastern Iowa and Western Illinois right now. So at this moment, our sessions are still filling up. Stacy and I ran the numbers the other day, and we literally only have one camper spot left for the first week. So pretty incredible. Some more exciting aspects of that is we do still have space in some really cool sessions. If you're into horseback riding and ready for that level 4, Trotters is still open. We have availability in the CIT1 program as well, and we did just update the application, so you have until April 1st to be able to get that in if you're still interested in doing the CIT program. And then also Spark, which is also geared towards our older girls, is available. A great way to start really exploring deeper into some of those passions that you have for the outdoors and to learn how to start facilitating them as well. In the meantime, let's see, we do still have availability for the You and Me and the family sessions at Camp Alkita and Camp Little Cloud this summer for some family camping. And then if that just doesn't quite work with your schedule, we do have some incredible virtual camp opportunities that are being put on this year. So every program, Daisy through Cadet, have 2 options for the program themes and dates this summer. Daisy sessions are both going to be Camp 101. Brownies have a Camp 201 and then a Unicorn Rainbow themed week as well. Juniors have a mixed media art week and a Rube Gold themed week. And cadets have an art week and also a conservation week. So lots of fun opportunities. And the best part of the virtual camp is you don't need to have bug spray. So yes. But those are some of the exciting updates coming. If you do have any questions about that, feel free to hop online and we'll get you some more information. But otherwise, I'd like to introduce you all to Tanya and Michelle, who have some great information for the courage, confidence, and campfires.
Hi, everyone. Michelle?
I'm coming. All right, hopefully, can you hear me now?
Yes. Hi, guys.
Awesome.
We are so excited to be on tonight and talk about courage, confidence, and campfires. It's your all-in-one stop for outdoor training.
Yes. So we will be holding Courage, Confidence, and Campfires at Camp Liberty on April 30th, which is our overnight, if you choose to join us then, and Saturday, May 1st. The day will, let's see, we'll start check-in at 4:30 to 6 on Friday night. If you want to do our stay over, we'll have campfires within our groups and maybe some little walk around on the trails. And then Saturday we'll get kicked off with our training events and working with our groups. This, sorry, my internet is going in and out. The event is being held for leaders new and more experienced, so there's something for everybody. And cost for this is $60 if you're staying overnight for the Friday and Saturday. If you're just doing Saturday, it'd be $40. It's going to include lunch and your trainings. And for anybody who's sleeping over, we'll also have a grab-and-go breakfast available in the morning.
Awesome. So the certifications that are going to be available, you'll be able to get certified in either zip line and the rock wall, or the archery certification is available as well. We also have our camp skill certification, so that'll be geared towards more of the beginning outdoor leaders that will be able to take you outdoors. We also have our outdoor volunteer badge and our outdoor expert badge that you can earn. Some of the things that we were going to go over is that we are taking COVID very seriously. It's still out there. There's something we need to be careful of. We'll have 2 sleeping areas for each pod. So you'll stay within your pod the entire time that you're there. That means that you'll have your leaders that are leading you through this, instructing you on how to do different activities, and then you'll have your group that you'll really get to know and bond with the entire time. You'll have the outdoor space in either one of our tub-ins or cabins, or you'll be able to sleep in one of the lodges that is designated for that pod. I do think that everybody needs to attend this that hasn't got any of their outdoor training. I think it's super exciting to really get in there and get to know all these other leaders that either have more experience or some of the leaders that don't have any experience. It's nice to connect with those and kind of know that you could eventually tag team on some events with those leaders. I think it's going to be a great time. 10 out of 10, going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot of great things planned.
Yep.
Yeah. Like we said, we have the zip line and the climbing wall. That's one of our certifications. And then our archery certification, that'll take all day. And then our beginning unit that you'll get your camp skills certified in is really taking it to the basics and making sure you understand the basics of knots and knives and how to have a tidy campsite and how to pack for that camp trip with your troop. Also, our very basic cooking of one-pot meals and foil dinner type of cooking, and really teaching you how to teach your girls these things.
Yeah. Then you get to choose, if you're already comfortable with your basic skills and you've maybe already camped with your girls at one of our Girl Scout properties, so you're set up with that, you kind of want to take it the next step. You're ready to go out into the wilderness a little bit, maybe check out a different state campground, someplace like that. Then we have an immediate level, which is going to step up some of the skills. It's going to step up kind of those menu items that you can cook with your girls, refresh you on some of those knife and knot skills, the things that you're going to need at a campground that doesn't have all of the things that you have available at one of our Girl Scout properties. So you'll know how to pack for those things, how to work your lists, and how the girls can get involved in that planning, which is really important because this is about how you learn to teach them. So you're comfortable in sharing those skills and getting them comfortable with doing it. And then if you're a little more experienced and you've done the outdoors and now your girls are ready to go and they're going on an adventure, this is one of my favorite ones. So I will be on this one personally. It's super exciting for me to be able to do this with everybody. There's going to be an advanced level, and this is where you're going to earn that expert outdoor. We're going to work on some more experienced cooking. We're going to work over the fire. We're going to work with coals, charcoal, and fire. We'll be working with Dutch ovens and all of those fun things. And you're going to learn to combine those things. But we're also going to bring in some more backcountry skills. I have a lot of gear that I'm bringing to share and show, and to be able to work with, you know, those little fire burners where you cook your one-pot meals out in backcountry stuff, how to pack for backcountry. So it's super fun. I'm super excited. It's one of my favorite things in the world to be doing. So I'm glad to be able to share that with other leaders. And, or maybe it's just something you want to check out and see if your girls are going to be ready for it. So just something new to see, and Kim hang out with us. And Tanya was explaining our pods. So each of our groups, our pathways, when you register for that pathway, you'll stay with that group. That group is no larger than 15 people. That's one of our guidelines. Rachel has been so helpful with us, showing us the guidelines that we need to follow, making sure that we're safe, and then we keep all of our leaders safe, so we can have a good time and enjoy everybody's company, and not have so many of those worries with the COVID pandemic. So we will have the same rules. Masks, all of those things will be required. We'll be having check-in. You know, we will be able to go out and hike and be outdoors and be in our space. So we'll be following a lot the guidelines that are set up for our girls for summer camp. So we're kind of we're going to be guinea pigs for that. So as adults, you can see what our scouts will be the rules that our scouts will be following while they're at camp. So is there a chance we can take questions? Anything we missed? Tanya, am I missing anything?
I don't think so.
There are no questions in the question log so far, but if anyone has any questions, I will definitely let you two know. Did either of you have anything else you wanted to share about Courage, Confidence, and Campfires?
I don't think so. I know that we are, like we said, we're really following those COVID guidelines. Every unit will be eating within their pod. You're not going to come into the lodge to eat. So it's really stepping it up for safety while we're there.
Yep. We are super excited. This event is live. It's on our the website's calendar. You can go in there and register. It does say there's 2 sites. Please only register for one. Make sure you have that. And right there when you register, you get to check your register for your pathway. So you'll know right away if you get your spot, whether you're trying to get your archery facilitator's position, certificate, or you're working for that outdoor skills. And of course, if anybody has any questions, they can have them go through info and they can get them to us. We're working with a great committee of adult leaders and trainers that are just super pumped to get this going and have an outdoor event for our adults. So I hope to see you there.
Awesome. I am super excited for this event. I think it's going to be a really, really fun one this year. And especially after this long winter, who isn't ready to spend some time outside? All right, so thank you so much, Tanya and Michelle. We're going to pass it over to Holly and Ella. And if anyone does have questions about Courage, Confidence, and Campfires, feel free to put those into the question log, and Tanya and Michelle will be able to get back to you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Holly Bark. I'm the Director of Girl Experience, and I am so excited to have Ella join us tonight. Ella is one of our fantastic young adult leaders, a senior in high school this year, so we're going to miss her shortly until she turns into one of our young alumni. But tonight, Ella, we're going to talk about our Girl Advisory Committee. So I want to start off, can you tell me just a little bit about how you got involved in our Girl Advisory Committee and kind of what does the committee do?
Yeah, so truthfully, I heard about the girl board members before I heard about Girl Advisory Committee, but I went to the very first Learn to Lead event we had, and I actually asked Claudia about like how I might be involved with that, and she said, well, you're not old enough to be a part of this opportunity, but here's another great one that I think you'll enjoy a little bit more. And so I was able to just apply and be a part of the committee, and it's just been an awesome experience since then.
Yeah, so what types of things does the Girl Advisory Committee work on?
Yeah, so I feel like we do a little bit of everything. We always plan an annual event called Learn to Lead that starts we start planning it in about February or March, and then we start planning it up to October when it actually happens. We talk about different ways we can market Girl Scouts or recruit Girl Scouts and retain Girl Scout members, or like sometimes we'll even talk a little bit about Girl Scout policy and what we think about that. And so we really are a great like sounding board, I think, for our council in terms of just like being a great girl representation just within every part of Girl Scouts of, hey, what do you guys think of this? What do you think of that? How could we make this more appealing to you guys? So it's a really good like sounding board and way for girls to be involved and have a little bit more of a voice in what our council's up to.
Yeah, so the Girl Advisory Committee is made up of 9th through 12th grade girls within our council. And you all have completely stepped up to the plate and are not afraid to tell us when we are off base. You absolutely give us direction on where we want to go, not only in program, but also with just basic council pieces, such as recruitment and our DEI work, which is really exciting that we get that girl voice kind of across the board. Can you tell me a little bit about other opportunities that you've had because of being part of the Girl Advisory Committee?
Yeah, I think the first thing that I really noticed was, oh, this is because I've been a part of this group, was I emceed the last Journey the World event that we had.
Mm-hmm.
That within itself was another great way that like built my confidence up and being able to like publicly speak. And then from that, I eventually got to join the board of directors as a girl board member, became a national delegate. I think for me, as someone who like loves like being a part of Girl Scouts and working towards Girl Scout like leadership, it's been a really good gateway for me to get to those other opportunities and like have just different like even connections to be able to learn how I can be more impactful towards Girl Scouts.
Has it opened up any doors outside of Girl Scouts for you to have all of this kind of on your resume at this point?
Yeah, for sure. I think looking at some of the different colleges I'm actually applying to as a senior, I think if I get into any of them, it's definitely because of Girl Scouts, because of how much I've put into Girl Scouts and how much I've been able to grow as a person because of Girl Scouts, especially in confidence.
I love it. Ella, I absolutely love it. So our applications are opening up on April 15th, and we have a short window, so April 15th through May 15th. What would you say to a girl or to an adult of a girl this age to encourage them to join the Girl Advisory Committee? Anything specific?
I think sometimes when you like see girls kind of like me who like have been able to be a part of this committee and like grow from that, it's sometimes a little bit hard to see yourself in the same position. So I think for me, before I joined the committee, like even just asking about it was like a huge thing that was like super scary to me at the time. So I would just like definitely encourage you to just go for it. It's like a really welcoming group of girls. It's almost like having a second troop. And it like while it does like let you have those opportunities to like amazing other opportunities for leadership, like it doesn't have to be all about leadership. It can also be like about fun and exploring Girl Scouts and just being able to make sure that what you like in Girl Scouts is being programmed.
I love it. So Ella, you're recommending girls kind of check it out and see what it's like, right? Yeah. 100%. Awesome. Perfect. Well, Ella, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Again, our Girl Advisory Committee is taking applications for girls 9th through 12th grade, starting April 15th through May 15th. The application will be on our website. We will add it to the April newsletters as well as our age level Facebook pages for those ages that are appropriate, that is appropriate for. But of course, if you have any questions, please reach out to us at info@. We're happy to answer those. And we're happy to have girls talk to girls about the experiences that they've had. Ella is one of many. And so, we're happy to have girls talk to girls about their experience too, for anyone who's interested. So Ella, thank you so much for taking a night out with us. We appreciate it. And Michaela, with that, we're going to turn it back over to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Holly. But before you turn it over to me, while we do have tons and tons of kudos for you, Ella, into the question log, we do also have one question, and that is, how many girls are actually on the Girl Advisory Committee?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure because there's always like a girl who like can't make a meeting because of the other things that she's up to. So I'm gonna have to estimate and say like 12 to 15.
You're right. We
But
have 16 girls who are part of the Girl
16,
Advisory this
okay.
year. Yeah.
Awesome. And then do we have a limit on how many girls can be a part of it?
You know, we don't right now. That is something that maybe we'll need to consider because we do want to have girls be able to communicate with each other and have their voices heard. But right now, we will take a look at applications and see where we go from there. Good questions.
Awesome. Just a couple more in here. Could 8th graders apply, knowing that they're going to be in 9th grade into the fall?
Yes, they can.
Perfect. And then one more question for you, Ella. This one is not about the Girl Advisory Committee, but this is, how do girls apply to get on the board? What do you do to be a part of the board?
Yeah, well, I believe if you kind of just look for the application on the website, it should be pretty easy to find on the website, or if it's not there, I believe there's a tab in there that leads you to our webpage where you can find the application as well.
Yep, and our girl board members are slated for this year, so those will open back up about January of next year. So be on the lookout. I'm sure Ella and any of our other girl board members would be happy to talk to people interested as well about their experience with that also.
Awesome. Well, those are all of the questions that we have. So we'll go ahead and wrap up into our upcoming opportunities. But thank you so much, Holly and Ella. If anyone else has any questions about the Girl Advisory Committee, feel free to put those into the chat, or just like Holly said, send us an email to info@girlscoutstoday.org, and they will be able to answer those questions for you. All right, thank you. Okay, so I am just going to hop on to talk about some of our upcoming opportunities here. We have our annual meeting coming up this Thursday, March 18th, and registration is still open for that. Program aid training, a couple mystery events, Leading the Way, which is our adult appreciation event on April 10th. That is going to be a super fun virtual event. Also on April 10th is Honoring Excellence, to honor all of our awesome girls and all of the high awards that have happened this year. On April 17th, we have a throwback badge candle making event for all of our alum. Then a candy science event, Wicked for Good, and then Courage, Confidence, and Campfires, just like Tanya and Michelle spoke about earlier in the evening, coming up on May 1st. As always, you can find more info about all of our upcoming events and programs on our events calendar and events tab at girlscoutstoday.org/events. And then we will have some info coming out soon on spring renewal. So with that, I am going to turn it over to Claudia for the fun part of the evening to talk a little bit about some of our fun giveaways.
Good evening, everybody. Hope you had an informative evening so far with our with Tanya and Michelle and Rachel and Ella and Holly. Thank you all so much for being on. So stop with my talking. Get to the prizes, right? So I've done the magic wand in here, and I have the first thing. I have some Girl Scout napkins that I'm going to give away. And the winner of those is Joyce Marinaccio. Yay, Joyce! Next thing is I've got some wonderful cards, Girl Scout cards, that are always fun to use. They're blank on the inside, so they're really good for any time you're writing a note to somebody. And let's see, who do I have down there? Rhonda Thompson. Yay, Rhonda! And lastly, this wonderful portfolio. And who do I have here? Gretchen Fottrell. I hope I said it right. So this will be coming out to you, Gretchen. Well, thank you all. Any last minute comments or questions that have come up? Diane, have you got anything on your left to say?
We don't have any more questions into the chat log right now.
Okay.
And I just want to thank everybody for jumping on again. I greatly appreciate it. So thank you, Claudia.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a good month. Bye-bye.